The first navigation system birds use is the sun. Birds have an internal biological clock accurate enough to track the sun's position throughout the day and use it as a compass. Since the sun moves predictably across the sky, a bird that knows the time and the sun's current position can calculate direction with remarkable precision. When the sun sets, the navigation doesn't stop. Many migratory birds fly at night and they switch to the stars. Studies have shown that birds learn the night sky during early life. They identify the fixed point around which all other stars rotate. It's not memorized star patterns, just the rotational center, a single stable reference point in an otherwise moving sky. The most remarkable system, and the least understood, is magnetoreception. Birds can detect the Earth's magnetic field and use it as a compass and potentially as a map. Researchers have found magnetite crystals in the beaks of some species and light-sensitive proteins in their eyes that may interact with magnetic fields. But exactly how the brain processes this information and turns it into navigational data remains one of the genuine unsolved mysteries in biology. Birds also use smell, particularly species like pigeons and certain seabirds. They build up an internal map of odor gradients over time. Different regions carry different scent signatures carried on the wind, and can use those gradients to orient themselves even when visual cues are absent. As birds approach their destination after hundreds or thousands of miles, they switch to the most familiar system of all, visual landmarks. Rivers, coastlines, mountain ranges, and even specific roads and buildings serve as reference points that experienced birds have memorized from previous journeys. The final leg of a migration is often the most precise, guided by memory of the specific terrain around the destination itself. Throughout the entire route, birds aren't simply choosing the most direct path. They factor in where food sources are located along the way, adjust their altitude and timing to take advantage of favorable tailwinds, and actively seek out thermals, rising columns of warm air that allow them to gain altitude without flapping, conserving enormous amounts of energy. Click the video on your screen right now and I'll explain another everyday mystery you've wondered about your whole life but never thought to look up.